I'm back again. Honestly, this week today, I didn't really have a set video idea that I wanted to make, but then I thought about it and I was like, I started this channel as kind of like a documentary type. I don't really have any intentions with it. I just think that it's good to document your life. I feel like I said that in one of my first videos, but um yeah, so I could pretty much take the channel wherever I want to in whatever direction I want to. It doesn't have to have structure. So I kind of want to vent right now. Not really vent because I don't really not the type to really vent in public like that, but more so just like talk about where I kind of stand when it comes to fashion. So it's still a fashion video, but it's not a focus. It's just overall, if that makes sense. So, firstly, if you love fashion, like if you're the type of person who's really like heavily into fashion in whatever realm, I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like everyone goes through that point where like they're trying to figure out what exactly they want to do, like which route do they want to go. Because you could be a model, you could be a stylist, you could be a designer, you could be a seamstress. Like there's so many lanes that you could take in fashion. But I feel like my problem is that I love fashion so much. I want to do everything. Like I've went through phases of doing each thing. So I've always kind of like dibbled and dabbled into designing and making clothes. Like I've had a bunch of other little brands that I started in the past, or like ideas that I had that never really left my brain or my camera roll. But I feel like over the past year, well, not over the past year, but starting mid last year, I think is when I took it the most seriously. I was fabric shopping, I was drawing, like, and I can't draw. So I was drawing, sketching out designs. I had Photoshop, Procreate, Illustrator, I bought an iPad, all of that, and I really took it seriously. I bought samples, I made samples, like I think that's when I took it the most seriously. But I kind of came to the realization not too long ago that I don't think I like designing clothes. Well, let me not say that. I don't like designing clothes for the masses. Like I don't like designing clothes for everyone. I think I'd much rather just make clothes for myself. Like if I think of an outfit and I can't really find a piece that fits exactly how I wanted to, or is the exact color that I'm looking for, or is affordable, I think I would enjoy making those specific pieces more for me than making clothes for everyone else. I feel like it's less, I don't really care about the pressure, but I feel like it's less stress doing that. So that's that. Then when it comes to modeling, I wouldn't really when I say modeling, I don't really mean model like actual model. I think I'm more so talking about like just I guess fashion influencers. I don't really like that term, but fashion, like being a fashion influencer, I guess, like just putting on cool outfits and people paying you to wear their stuff because you fly. Like, that type of that route, I wanted to take that. I still do because I love clothes. I love putting on clothes and putting together outfits. So, whatever. But yeah, what else? What's the other? A seamstress. Eh, I wouldn't necessarily say I wanted to be a seamstress, but I did want to learn how to make clothes, like from scratch, how to sew clothes and all of that. So I went through that phase of trying to learn how to do that. Um, it kind of went somewhere. Like I made a couple things from scratch, but this side kind of decent, a little decent. But then this side, yo, yeah, I did bad on this side. But it's alright though. We learning. That never really took off because if you don't know, making clothes is very difficult. It's not difficult. It's just like the learning process. Like perfecting it is very hard. So that didn't last that long. And when it comes to styling, I wouldn't say I dibbled and dabbled in styling. I feel like when it comes to styling, I think doing that as an actual job, like having that be my main focus in fashion, wouldn't really be enjoyable for me because I've been told, and I kind of learned this about myself too, that when I give people outfit advice, I very rarely take them into consideration. Like if I give them my opinion, like, oh, I feel like you should wear this with that, or you should add this, or you should take this away and do this instead. I'm dressing myself and I'm not really taking that person's fashion taste into consideration. And a lot of the times, how I dress isn't how the next person would dress. So if I'm telling you to wear something that I would wear, but I know that you're not comfortable wearing that thing, then I wouldn't be a good stylist. You know what I mean? Like the outfit might look cool to people who like how I dress, but you wouldn't feel comfortable in it. The people who like how that person dresses sees that, they're not really gonna like it. So I think to be a stylist, you have to take, not saying I can't do it, but I don't know. It's just like it's just second nature. I feel like styling is something that I would do it for fun. Like if somebody wanted me to style them because they like how I dress and they want me to, dress them how I dress, then cool. That's easy. But yeah, doing that as a full time job, I don't really know. I give stylists credit though, because people might think styling is easy. It's not easy. Like for you to put together a really good outfit for a bunch of different types, like a different body types, different aesthetics, just different people overall, that's a skill. So just like the rest of the designing is a skill, being a seamstress is a skill, all of that. That's all those are all skills. So yeah, I'm just like right now, if fashion was a road and each fashion route was a different road, you know, I'm right there in the middle at the crossroads. I don't know which way to go. My problem is that I still want to do everything. I know I said I wouldn't really want to style for real, like to be a stylist for real, but I still do want to do it. Like I know I said I don't like designing clothes, but I still do it. Like I make clothes, I come up with ideas and concepts, and I might draw them, I might write the ideas down and exactly how I'm picturing it in my head. I'll write it down and describe it so that way when I'm ready to draw it or design it, it comes out exactly how I thought about it when I first thought about it. But it doesn't go past that. So I don't know if I don't enjoy it genuinely or if I just haven't found my lane in designing. Maybe because obviously there's designing is its own lane, but there's a bunch of different routes you can go when it comes to designing. Like there's a bunch of different aesthetics and all of that. But also another, not problem, but another roadblock when it comes to that is I don't have an aesthetic. Like I like everything. So I feel like loving fashion is obviously it's not that deep, but loving fashion is like it's a blessing and a curse for several reasons. But yeah, that's kind of where my brain is right now. It's just all over the place. I don't really know where I want to go with it. But I do know that I love fashion too much to just not try something or everything. Because you only live once. Who knows? Maybe I'll look back on this video in 2, 3 years and I ended up doing all of it. Or I ended up becoming a stylist or a designer and I'm like, wow. So yeah, I don't know. So this one might actually be quick. I don't know because I know I say that in every video, but yeah, I don't know how long this video has been, but this one is probably quicker than the rest of them. So even though you didn't have to, I appreciate you for listening to me yap. If you did, if you made it this far, appreciate you, king slash queen. Um, yeah. Till next time.